Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel Edu Tips and Tricks. Today we are going to learn 1.3 The Pilgrim. In this poem, the poet is trying to tell us that there is a one person who is very experienced and has faced a lot of trouble to achieve his target or achieve his success. So that person who is very experienced has gone through with all the difficulties during the success. So that person is now when he got the success, or when that experienced person achieved each and everything whatever he wants in his life. He achieved each and everything. So when he reached to his goal, reached to his target, when he achieved his goal, so he turned back and he was making the path, making may or he is removing all the difficulties, for the people those who are inexperienced. He is trying to make the way easier for the people those who are now going to follow him on this path. ओके कि इसमें ये बताना चाह रहा है पोइट कि जो पर्सन है जो बहुत ही एक्सपीरियंस्ड है, बहुत ही तजुर्बाकार है, और वो क्या कर रहे हैं कि वो जब उन्होंने कामयाबी हासिल कर ली, तो उनके बाद जो आने वाले लोग हैं, जो उनके बाद आने वाले स्टूडेंट्स हैं, जो एस्पिरेंट्स हैं, तो उनके लिए उन्होंने क्या किया कि इसको जो भी डिफ़िकल्टीज थी सक्सेस में, तो उसको उन्होंने आसान कर दिया। सारी चीज़ों को डिफ़िकल्टी देखो, जब क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स कि जब कोई अच्छा काम करने जाता है ना, तो देर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल अराउंड अस दोज हु आर ट्राइंग टू स्टॉप यू फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग कि भाई आप तो कामयाब हो गए, आपका तो ये काम हो गया, अब आप क्यों मतलब दूसरों के बारे में सोच रहे हो, आप आगे बढ़ो। सो सिमिलरली in this poem there is one person who is very experienced and got the success in his life. That person is now trying to help the people those who are coming along. So वो उनके लिए इतना ट्राई, उनके लिए जो है he is making the way easier. But there are people those who are saying that you have crossed the that chasm, and now why you are building the bridge for that particular person. Okay, now without any delay, now we are going to start the poem. First stanza: a pilgrim going alone highway came at evening cold and grey. Listen students, as I have told you in the last lecture also, that the poem is all about, if you want to understand the poem, there is the figures of speeches are used to make the poem attractive or to emphasize on something. So there are different of figures of speeches are also used in this poem. And if once you are able to identify the figures of speech, then I'm again and again saying, then and then only you will be able to understand the message behind the lines which is written by the poet. So in the first line, the a pilgrim going a lone highway. A pilgrim means what? A person who is going to the sacred journey. Sacred means what? Religious journey. A person who is going on his, sacred means is not only over here, it is not a religious, it is called a noble, noble way. We can say that the pilgrim is a person who is who has समवन हु जर्नीज इन फॉरेन लैंड्स, जिसको बोलते हैं हम लोग के बाहर के देश में सफ़र करना। और यहाँ पर जो है पिलग्रिम इज़ कंसर्न विद द पर्सन हु हैज़ ट्रैवल्ड अ लॉट फॉर हिज करियर. Okay, a pilgrim going a lone highway. See, in this line personification is used. What is personification? Personification is used when we can say that when the quality of living thing is given to the non living thing. तो यहाँ पर कौन सी क्वालिटी दी है? लोनलीनेस इज द क्वालिटी ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग, जो यहाँ पे किसको दे दी? हाईवे को दे दी है. और हाईवे क्या है? हाईवे इज अ नॉन लिविंग थिंग. ओके, सो अ पिलग्रिम गोइंग ऑन अ लोन हाईवे. सो वो पिलग्रिम क्या कर रहा है? इज व्हाट हाईवे मीन्स ओवर हियर, इट इज़ द पाथ ऑफ योर करियर, कि वो उस अपने करियर पे अकेला ही चल रहा था. एंड केम एट इवनिंग कोल्ड एंड ग्रे. Came at evening cold and gray. In this line, inversion, figures of speech, inversion is used. what is inversion? When inversion is, we can say, when there is the sentence is written in correct grammatical order. The correct grammatical order, prose order of words in a line of a poem. This may this may be to emphasize something or to make lines rhyme. To a chasm deep and wide, deep and vast and wide. Chasm means what? Chasm means a deep, a ravine, a very deep steep gap in earth surface. हम जिसको वैली भी बोल सकते हैं, जिसको हम वैली भी बोलते हैं. टू अ chasm, द प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज chasm. Deep and vast and wide. Two figures of speeches are used over here. One is tautology. Tautology means what? Tautology means when there in single line there are two same meaning words are used, it is called tautology. Listen my words very carefully. Tautology means what? In single line, when two similar meaning words are used, synonym words are used, it is called tautology. Okay. And what is another one is repetition. We can say that and word is repeated again and again. Okay, so in the first three lines there are three different figures of speech. Number one, personification, a pilgrim going a lone highway. Second, came at evening cold and gray, it's an inversion. Third one, to a chasm deep and vast and wide, it is tautology as well as repetition also. Okay, so he is the pilgrim. जो पर्सन है वो अपने करियर पाथ में चल रहा है, अकेले ही चल रहा है. और वो क्या हुआ कि ही केम अक्रॉस, है ना, केम अक्रॉस टू अ chasm, deep and vast and wide. The old man, old man is two meanings are over here. One is old man is related to the age, and second thing, it is related to the experience. A person who is experienced. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. Twilight dim means what? In the twilight, everyone we know that very well what is twilight. So in twilight, that person has crossed the chasm. The chasm held no fear for him. The chasm held no, it is, the valley was there, the valley is there, and the valley is there, and that experienced person, that pilgrim, is not scared of the is not scared from the chasm. उसे किसी बात का कोई डर नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो ऐसी डिफिकल्टी से बहुत बार गुजर चुका है, उसे अब इन सब चीज़ों से डर नहीं लगता. बट ही पॉज्ड व्हेन रीच द अदर साइड. When he reached to the other side of the chasm, he stopped for some time and built a bridge to span the tide. Span the tide means what? Go across the tide. कि जो भी रिवर है उसके, और जो वैली है, जो chasm है, उसके ऊपर उसने एक ब्रिज बना दिया. किसके लिए बनाया, क्यों बनाया? Now we are going to learn that thing. Old man said, a fellow pilgrim near, and there is one more pilgrim nearby him. He said that, why waste your time in building here? अब आप यहाँ पर ब्रिज बनाकर क्या करने वाले हो? किसके लिए आप ब्रिज बना रहे हो? योर जर्नी एंड्स विद द क्लोज ऑफ द डे. योर जर्नी एंड्स विद द क्लोज ऑफ द डे. कि आपकी जर्नी तो कंप्लीट हो गई, आप तो कैज़म के साइड आ गए, अब आपको क्या ज़रूरत है ब्रिज बनाने की? यू नेवर अगेन विल पास दिस वे. और आप कभी इस रास्ते से वापस आने भी नहीं वाले हो, तो फिर क्यों आप किसके लिए ये सब कर रहे हो? You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build ye here at eventide? Ye means what? Ye. It is an old English word, archaic word है ना. उसका मीनिंग क्या है? You. That means you. Here at eventide. That means eventide means what? Late evening. कि आप इतने रात गए, क्यों यहाँ पर आपका टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो? जबकि आपने तो आपका जर्नी कंप्लीट कर लिया, अब आपको किसी के लिए रुकने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, तो फिर आप क्यों यहाँ पे अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो? सो द पिलग्रिम रेज्ड हिज ओल्ड ग्रे हेड, माई फ्रेंड, इन द पाथ आई हैव कम. आई apostrophe ve, it is a contraction form of I have. Okay, I have come. my friend, in the path I have come, he said, there followeth after me today. Followeth means there are followers after me. There will be number of people will come after me today. मैं अकेला यहाँ से नहीं जाने वाला हूँ, मेरे बाद तो और भी बहुत सारे लोग आएंगे और जो एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होंगे, है ना. मे बी दे आर यंग पीपल, maybe they are young people, small children, so they are not experienced to cross the chasm. Chasm is the biggest difficulty. Chasm is the difficulty. Chasm is compared with the difficulties in your career path. There are number of difficulties will come. Difficulties can be in any form. Difficulties can be in any form. Whether the people those who are jealous with you, maybe the people those who are not like you. Difficulties can be in the form of the subjects you are unable to understand. Number of things are there, so difficulties can be any form. So over here chasm is compared with the chasm is compared with the chasm is compared with the difficulties. Okay, so the fair headed youth who must pass this way, that means an inexperienced person, young people will also cross this way and they are not experienced of this difficulty, so I am going to make easier way for them. The chasm which held no fears for me, to the fair haired youth may a pitfall be. कौन सा यहाँ पर फिगर ऑफ स्पीच यूज हुआ है? इन्वर्जन, इनकरेक्ट ग्रामेटिकल ऑर्डर, जस्ट टू मेक द मेक द राइम, राइमिंग वर्ड्स के लिए उसको यहाँ पर इन्वर्जन यूज किया है. टू द फेयर हेड यूथ मे अ पिटफॉल बी. पिटफॉल ट्रैप, है ना. पिटफॉल मीन्स व्हाट? ट्रैप. he too must cross in the twilight dim. My friend, I am building the bridge for him. Listen, students, the experienced person, the pilgrim who has a lot of experience, he has gone through with all the difficulties in his life. ही हम लोग अक्सर सुनते हैं बड़ों से कि ये मैंने बाल ऐसे ही धूप में सफ़ेद नहीं किए. इसका मतलब क्या है कि भाई मैंने सारे अप्स एंड डाउन्स लाइफ के देखे हैं, मैंने हर एक चीज़ देखी है. आई हैव कम अक्रॉस विथ ऑल द डिफ़िकल्टीज इन माई लाइफ. So you know what, they are, when our parents, when our teachers, those who are elder than us, elder than the students, they are teaching you something, they are advising you something, that means they have gone through with that difficulties. वो उनकी लाइफ में वो सारी चीज़ों से गुजर चुके हैं, तभी वो आपको एडवाइस देते हैं. एंड दे आर गिविंग यू अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एडवाइस, अ वेरी फ्रूटफुल एडवाइस. सो टेक इट, if you like it or not, take it, because after some time you will understand that they have done a good job for you. They are just making the bridge to make your career path easier. They are not trying to waste your time, they are just making the path easier for you people. I hope students, you have understood the poem. And please, if you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe, because when we are coming with the new videos, you will be notified by the YouTube. Okay, share with your friends also. Okay students, take care, bye.